I mean, right now we have a Marine in New York fighting for his life because he chose to step in to defend an old woman on a subway train. He chose to choke out this person who was being hostile, this person who had a history of mental illness, not only that, but a history of violence, who just happened to be a black teenager, a black man. He had a history of assaulting not only females, but older females. So what did this person do? This Marine, who was white, if you're looking at the color of his skin, he's white. He chose to subdue this person. Now, granted, I can take some issue with how he did it, how he subdued that person. I watched the videos of him subduing this individual. And the only problem that I have is that he chose to use a rear naked choke to subdue the individual. Now, I know there are conservative talking heads like Dan Bongino who says, look, I was in law enforcement, I was in this, I was in that, Secret Service, and I honestly have no problem with that chokehold. Okay, but let me tell you something, and this is coming from someone, I was in the Marine Corps. And not only was I in the Marine Corps, but I was a military police officer. And one of the first things they taught us, once we got to our MOS school, you see, by the time you get to the school in the United States Marines, you've already been trained in combat, hand-to-hand combat. It could be basic, but you were taught how to kill someone. Because it doesn't matter. If you're a Marine, it doesn't matter if you were going to be what we called a paper pusher or whether you were going to be in the infantry. It didn't matter what your job was. When you went to combat training, they were going to teach you how to kill someone. So when you get to MOS school, and for me it was military police school, they told us, never, ever use what in essence is a rear naked choke to subdue somebody, because one, it doesn't look good if someone's filming you do it because it seems aggressive, and two, if the person doesn't give up, you literally can choke them out until they die because you won't know when to release unless they stop fighting. And many times when they stop fighting, it's because they no longer can breathe. So that is the only issue that I have with that video, is he chose to use a rear naked choke to subdue somebody. Now, it worked, but obviously the outcome, I know that this Marine's intention was not to kill this individual. And I 100% believe that. The more I look into that situation, the more I believe that was not the intention of that Marine. But, unfortunately, that's the outcome that happened. And the other thing you'll have to learn from this entire trial is just how bad things are getting in New York City. Because they're making this whole entire situation all about race. They're actually making the mentally ill individual the victim in this situation and in this trial. He's the victim. That the perpetrator was in fact the Marine who stepped in to stop this individual from assaulting an older woman. You can take issue with what he did, but this trial will show you exactly why I and many other conservatives in the media today are saying if you live in a liberal city like New York City or Chicago or Los Angeles or wherever you live, if the Democrats rule that city, if you're able to get out, get out. Because if you choose to step in and do what this Marine did, you can be liable. They're not going to take a look at the situation. They are going to look at it through the lens of racism, regardless of what happens. If you would like to watch full episodes of the Christian Patriot Report, go check out our Rumble channel. The link to that channel is in the description below.